Hi everyone, welcome to the stream on this Sunday. I hope everyone's doing well. So basically there's a lot of positive sentiment in the cryptocurrency market. Let's start with that. A lot of altcoins soared in market cap and in prices, of course. So as we can see here, we have Ether that is up by more than 10% in the past week. We have Bitcoin up by 8%. We have Polkadot up by 5%, Uniswap up by 8%, Chainlink up by 6%. ICP is up 33% in this past week, and mostly in the past 24 hours, because you can see here that it's up by 28% in the past day. Stellar is up by 11%, and basically there are a lot of talk about Stellar being able to break through from XRP, so we need to see that more. What we're going to do today is basically analyze the cryptocurrency market and start with the top ones like BTC, of course, because mostly, like if I can look here, I can see that Bitcoin still has like a 46% dominance over the cryptocurrency market. And despite this number being lower than 50%, it still has a lot to do with the correlation in prices. So whenever Bitcoin is up, the market is up mostly. But for today specifically, in the past 24 hours, we can see that the market is a bit undecisive. And this has a lot to do with, by the way, the technical analysis of the technical price action of Bitcoin. So that's why that we're going to do some technical analysis. Start from scratch and chart our way. We're gonna do BTC, ETH, we're gonna do ADA, Cardano, XRP, and what can we do today? I'm gonna go with Tron. I recently purchased Tron at 0.55. So we can do that as well. If anyone has any question about a specific cryptocurrency, write it down in the comment section as well. So yeah, let's get started. You can see here that TradingView has a new feel and new design in their website. I honestly like this design. It's a bit, it honestly attracts maybe newcomers, because the people who already use TradingView already are familiar with everything. I can notice that mostly what changed in the homepage is this landing page. Other than that, we have this usual view. And the search view, for example, if I want to go to the search from here, it's a bit, here we go. It's gonna pop up on the top, and it's the same as this one, by the way. So let's go to BTC. USD. Let's go to the chart directly. Perfect. Right. Bitcoin price action since the beginning of year 2021. So basically it was an extended uptrend. Honestly, since 2020, it was still just going upwards, and traction started to happen as soon as we crossed the $10,000 price mark. And basically it just kept going up and up. And prices, the momentum started to fade right here as soon as we hit 60K. And then the first crash, just as a quick recap, the first crash happened with the dumping of all the dog tokens, and then the next one with Elon's tweets and the fear in the market and the dump. But still, despite all of this, we are still well above the $30,000. Now, what happened after the crash? where are we today? If I want to zoom in right here, I can clearly see a downtrend. Okay, let me just delimit that by a parallel channel. And you guys are going to see specifically what's happening with the price action. Hello to Letitia, watching from UAE. So this is my downtrend channel, and I can clearly see right here where prices peaked around $40,000, but then went back into this parallel channel. This might have caused some losses for day traders who were betting on mainly the reversal right around here, but it was a fake out. It went above it, and two types of traders lost money right here. We have the traders who placed buy orders here but sell stop losses around here, so it got triggered. And we have the other guys who placed sell orders right here and placed stop losses around here and also might have lost. So let me just peek right here. So if I just want to focus on what prices are clearly going downwards in this downtrend, okay? And today what's happening is it's a simple reversal from the lower trend line all the way to the upper trend line of the same downtrend channel. And basically, if I want to be very specific about what's happening, what might happen afterwards, so this is why this specific area is a bit of a critical price for Bitcoin. For two reasons. The first one is that prices might basically, if prices manage to cross trend right here, this is an indication that there is a certain momentum that is happening, especially that right here we had like green candles and then red candles, and then it faked out for like 1, 2, 3, for like 4 days, but then went back in. But if I see here like again the same price action, I wouldn't say that it might be a fake out and reverse inside this uptrend channel. I would say that it would behave in this manner like that. They would go up and then retrace a bit and continue up. For the simple reason that I can see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days consecutively, and this and that momentum is starting to pick up. We have the volumes of trading is trying to out from the negative red candles for the volume. And this is a potential outcome, and I would give this one a like 70% chance to happen. Whereas another one that might happen as well is reaching this $35,000 price, but going back into the bearish trend. So we have two possibilities right here, and I think we need some information on this. So traders can do two things, okay? We might want to wait for confirmation above this trend line, buy order, okay, with a very tight stop loss of $4,000, but a take profit of like 38 or even 40. Because once we are out of this downtrend, I can see like a good momentum upwards. And this is especially since prices extended in their downtrend like that right here, and this has been happening today. So we have May, June, July, 3 months. So a breakout right here might signal a nice comeback for prices. When Bitcoin comes back, most cryptocurrencies will come back at the same time. I would say with the same percentage points as well. So because Bitcoin's dominance and it's below 50%, and the price action seems to be the same, but at the same time, the performance of each cryptocurrency is different than each other. So we have coins that, for example, 60 or 70%, 30, 20% ones. More mature ones, I would say, are doing maybe 5 to 10 to 20% changes. And I can clearly see that most of the cryptocurrencies are starting to mature in their price. I wouldn't say specifically this will be the trend for the coming year, but because we are in this tight downtrend, prices are not moving much. I can see this candle where prices moved from 33 all the way to 7, but still this is nothing. This is barely like around percent, a bit 12% maybe. So this is it for Bitcoin. I think again, what we can do is place a buy order right above this parallel channel downwards, right above it, around 35,500 maybe. Let's let this place a long right here. Place my stop around 34. Place a take profit around 38, 37. And this is basically a 1.5 risk reward ratio, which is not that. If you want to make it better, you can tighten your, oh wait, this is too high. Place it around 35.5. Have a stop of, let's say 34, 33, this is too high, right here. This is basically better. This is a 3.8 risk reward ratio. I would call this a good trade setup. But this is, of course, if prices reached $35,000, 35,300. I want to zoom in to show better. Maybe right here. I wouldn't go to 40, I would go to 38. $38,000 is a very good price for Bitcoin. It reached it and it was a very strong support for a while. So this is for Bitcoin. Let me move to Ether. Now for Ether, it's basically the same, kind of the same analysis. I wouldn't say exactly the same. I'm going to show you guys why. So we always talk about Ether being on an uptrend despite the recent crash, but then we saw that the momentum got lost along the way in mid-June, around 17, 18, 19 of June. Prices seemed to become weaker, the purchasing power, that is, right here. And then we saw a clear support for Ether, which is basically the 1.8K, around 1.8, so I would say maybe more precisely the 1.75, but I'm going to the 1.8 right here. This is a very strong support for Ether, and I did call on the trading group, by the way, for people to buy Ether at this price, because prices are likely to rebound upwards, and this is exactly what happened. So we can see right where prices rebounded upwards, and we are now around the $2,100 price. So that was for the long term, and this is in the medium term. Now let me zoom into the short term. Let me go to the 40, how it looks. Perfect. So we crossed the first level, so I'm going to call it for Ether. First level, which is this one right here, 2,200, around 2,200. Now, this is also a make it or break it kind of scenario for Ether. So we spoke before about BT, how we should wait to confirm basically the trend, either going lower or higher. And this is the same thing for Ether as well. Those kinds of scenarios happen, by the way, a lot. zoom out. So when prices rebounded around 155, 158, the clear target was 2.1, 2.2, or even 2000, and that was a very good trade. The next target would definitely be the 2400. Right around here. And that because previously when prices rebounded from this area, they went all the way up toward 2400, but then went back to this area. And now we are witnessing the same price action. And I can clearly see how the first target was achieved, and now we are hoping for a target number 2 of around 2400. Let me delimit this as well. Price area seemed to be a very important one as well. The previous price action, I can see like whenever Ether's price was falling, it did bounce back several times from this area or break it, and this makes this area a good target. So what might happen right now, I want to just go quickly and draw my Fibonacci retracement, because usually we never have uptrends with no adjustments. You always have price adjustments whenever you want to look at prices. And right here, I can see a clear uptrend with kind of no adjustments yet. So if price wanted to adjust, they would fall to the dollar's price mark. And this coincides with the psychological price area as well. This is the 38.2 price level, the retracement level. It's the 30 cents, that is, a retracement level. And if prices wanted to continue on their uptrend, they would definitely bounce on this 38.2 right here, which is the 2000, and it ties with the psychological price for Ether. So traders would look at the $2,000 price mark and then place buy orders, and this becomes the new norm for the price, where prices bounce back upwards. And that's why we were talking on the trading group that be careful, a price adjustment might still occur. And looking at 4 hours chart, we can undecisive move for Ether, like where we have a green candle upwards, a lower one, a green, a lower, and the distance is starting to reduce. Now, it might be because it's a Sunday today, and Sundays usually are a bit slower for the cryptocurrency market, but at the same time, nights around maybe 3 to 4 a.m., 3 a.m., I'm talking GMT, or even just 3, so Asia time +7, when you have +7, a lot of activity in this time, during this time, because it's basically the, like, Asia time is already and running, while in the States people are maybe doing some trading before they go to bed and placing some buy orders, closing some orders, and yeah, people like me in the West sleeping during that time, and we wake up to see like major price action, which is sometimes very annoying. I know a lot of people who place buy orders, and then they wake up to very high prices, they wake up very happy, or they wake up to prices sinking lower, and they wake up super pissed about what happens. So let me just recap for Ether what to do. So just so we know, we have like many types of traders, by the way. We have the day trader who likes to go in and out and then make some profit. The long-term traders who don't care about small price actions. They are looking for Ether price of 4,000, for example, or 10,000. So throwing $10,000 into Ether is no problem for them. They don't care if it comes all the way to $1,000. But we have the third type who do mind if they invest in something and they don't want to do that. So they do engage in trading every now and then, maybe to swap to other better performing cryptocurrencies. So again, if I want to look at Ether, this is kind of a scary up. Ether, I would expect an adjustment a bit lower, but then if prices continue on their uptrend. Bitcoin managed to above the what's it called? What was it? The $34,000 price mark. And definitely, the entire cryptocurrency market will follow. So yeah, I would wait for a retracement for Ether. It's a bit too risky to buy right around here. Although some people would say this is a resistance, this proved to be a resistance in the past. So prices might reverse whenever they reach this area the first time right here, the second time right here as a support, third time here, fourth time here. So I would say to wait or short it for the traders who have to short, for example. Yeah, this is for Ether. Let me move to XRP USD. There are many XRP haters, by the way, but for me, it's a good cryptocurrency. Although we might have this dilemma of a centralized, decentralized cryptocurrency, where you have a company backing up the business developments rather than a community as a whole. So as I said in my previous stream, and I did publish an article talking about buying Ripple prices in the 50 cents and specifically the 51.50. And here it is right here again from this price. And by the way, it's up probably 20%, and that was a very good trade for me. I did place a trade of around 53 cents, it was around here maybe, I believe. When I saw like a consolidation of right around here, I placed an order just waiting a confirmation of 53, 54 cents, and here we are today. This yielded around 13% at one time. Currently, it's yielding like 12%, 11%, which is still very good. So the article was, I believe, buy Ripple while you still can, and it yielded really good. Now, the overall momentum of XRP was also on a downtrend. So we are seeing a lot of reversals in the cryptocurrency market. Let me start with my downtrend of that. Basically, I draw it just linking the lower highs that are happening. And I can see here a break in the price, because if prices rebounded right around here, I wouldn't say to buy, definitely not. The buy order right was for a short trade, but very good technical formation for Ripple. And I can clearly see now the 4 hours, and this is happening, by the way, for all cryptocurrencies. I just looked at Ether and I just looked at BTC, and you can see how the price action is very narrow, meaning it's a kind of a steady day for currencies. Again, it might be because it's a Sunday, and we are going to wait what happens during the night to see if this will continue or not. But specifically, this is a good buy for Ripple at 60 cents and placing a stop at 59, very narrow stop with a take profit of around 65 cents. So that's a 1-to-5 risk-reward ratio, which is really good. And of course, I'm talking for people who want to specifically enter like day trading setups. But if you're looking at the long term, you can directly buy at 60, place a stop at 51, and then put a take profit of maybe 80 or 70, and just enter this swing trade. So yeah, this is specifically for Ripple. And by the way, why am I talking volumes about Ripple? Because not only is it following the cryptocurrency market, but we also have like good fundamental news, or not good, like let's say neutral fundamental news, and something on the horizon to look at, which is basically the SEC settlement. And proves to be a positive event, like for winning against the SEC, definitely Ripple's price will like double easily. Okay, and this is due because, by the way, XRP is known to be a lagger in the cryptocurrency sphere. So most cryptocurrencies move and then Ripple follows after like a few weeks. And now if I zoom out and see the bigger picture, and let me go to the 1-day chart. We are still at the very bottom, but prices are trying to break through upwards, and this is my opportunity to buy and go long, and placing a stop 8 cents or 49 or 50 or 51, somewhere below that area. Or even if you don't want to take that big of a risk, just place it around 55 or 56. But in this specific case, prices might go to 55 and then continue upward, and you will get stopped out. That's why I keep my stop losses a bit open, rather. So specifically this is for Ripple. I will just highlight this is support, the current support for Ripple, I mean. So prices broke out of this downward triangle formation, and I think that it's going to go higher. Let's hope for that. So if it didn't go higher, it's gonna consolidate right around here before breaking out again upwards. But if it broke lower, definitely the entire market is going low as well. It's following the entire market, and I would pick up the signals before it was lower than 50 cents. The traders always look at what's happening in the market. You don't need to be emotional, just follow the technical formations and good to go. It's really easier than the equity market. I am an equity trader and a portfolio manager, and it's definitely hard because you have many statistical data to work with before you place a trade. So technical analysis is mostly 20 to 30 or even maximum 50% of my work. Whereas the other part, when I'm trading stocks, it goes to the specifics of the company. I go into the balance sheets, the P&L, the income statements, the news, the fundamentals and everything, or even the macro level. You look at the laws and the legislations that's happening in the country, the taxes, the overall economy, and it's way more complicated than only looking at the technical price formation for something. And that's why mostly you would maybe newbies trading cryptocurrencies rather than stocks nowadays, specifically for this. They don't want, and they don't have time, and they don't have the knowledge. I don't blame them. It's like, it is something hard to do. So this is for Ripple. Let me move to ADA. Let's see the price. Yeah, so we just go back and fix this parallel chain, because we talked before about Cardano's price formation, which is very similar, by the way, to Ether, in the sense of us having an uptrend channel with a fake out that happened and back to this uptrend channel, but then the buying power weakened, and then it drops below them, and then we have this support price for ADA. It's basically the $1. It's the psychological price of $1. Currently at 1.2, and it was very expected, by the way, buying at $1. And look at all those dips of somehow below the $1, and then directly it fixes itself upwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times in the past 5. So where are we going for ADA? The first target was reached at around 19 cents or 1.2 even. 1.2 was a very strong price for ADA. I would say the next one would be around 1.4, 1.5, around here. And specifically because if I draw it like that, if I just place it, we will notice how this is the first time right here. 1, 2. This is a bit tricky right here to look at, but I would say third, and this is the fourth time where prices manage to reverse from this price. Let's say around 1.4, 1.5. It depends on your specific price action. So will price adjust? Definitely yes, why not? And that's why I always use my Fibonacci retracement tool to just know what's happening. So specifically for this, let me zoom to the 4-hour chart. Here we go. Okay, so prices might fall all the way back towards 1.15, which is 115. It is very similar there still, and I would definitely say that buying at this criteria is a bit risky. Wait for a price adjustment and then continue. But if you missed, like, let's assume that prices did not adjust and they here, I don't want you guys to feel like, oh no, I missed this good opportunity, buying opportunity. The market is opened with buying opportunities, and in this specific case scenario, the price adjustment is likely to happen. So why take the risk of just buying and you can catch it at a better price? And if you fail to do so and price will continue going higher, hey, you will catch another opportunity. That's fine. But just entering a place to lose with a higher percentage of losing. So maybe that will continue going higher, but I would definitely recommend for a price adjustment, specifically because prices managed to like get up from 1 in like within 5 days. We are the 25th today. Like within 5 days, prices 20% for ADA, and I would like a price adjustment is very healthy right now for this specific cryptocurrency. I wouldn't want to buy right here. And now let me go to Matic. I want to see what's happening to Matic Polygon, because Matic sank a lot lower than $1. And I was talking previously about Matic rebounding from 1 when it was right here. But the fact that it lost momentum and directly continued sinking lower with no sign of adjustment higher was a clear, like, your stop loss will trigger right around here. Basically, all this low, you wouldn't care much about it if you basically follow the market. Now, where could you have placed maybe your buy orders? I would have placed it maybe at around 68 cents, simply because previously it proved to be a strong support level. Maybe 72 to be specific. No one a perfect when it comes to placing buy order or sell orders. So, but you can assess like an area of consolidation. So right here, that's the first time, second time, third time, and then very strong reversal right here. So this was a clear buy area for Matic when it reached, although it did fake out lower. But if you place a buy order at around 72 cents, but then you, as I always say, always place your stop loss. One can never know what will happen to the market. And if I placed it at around 72 cents, my stop loss would have been at 60. And let me see, it did reach 60, it didn't reach 60. Maybe on certain exchanges it might have, but hey, if its stop loss did reach, it might have been a very unlucky trade. But maybe you can like even buy it again at 68. So where are we currently for Matic? Well, we are on our way to go back towards the $1. I wouldn't necessarily advise to buy right now Matic. $1 is a very psychological price area. Many traders maybe did buy around here and they are waiting for the $1 to I would wait maybe for a 1.05, 1.6, 1.1 confirmation of a trend reversal for me to enter the market. And this is my trend line. And this is my trend line lower. And we can clearly see how this is where it broke out from it. Similarly to ADA and similarly to Ether and similarly to all the tokens. So I would wait for an adjustment and then enter the market and place a stop loss at around 70 cents. I think this is a good strategy for Matic, and I would personally do it. I would look at it again, maybe tonight after I see some momentum, and then decide how to place my orders. Same thing for you guys. Never look at someone else's analysis. Always go back and do it yourself, because you might discover something you were not aware of, or the speaker is not aware of. Even for me, I don't mind. You should always do your homework. And this is how successful traders do it anyway. Never go and just place buy orders without thinking about it yourself. Or even what's happening nowadays is that your friends talk about it and, hey, did you buy it? You have to buy it. And then we go and just place buy orders without even doing our own technical analysis. This is for Matic. Let me see right here. If anyone has any question, guys, please feel free in the comment section. By the way, for people who are on this stream, I would like to offer a month free of CryptoTicker Premium for anyone who is in the stream. So if you are right here, just put your name in the section, and if we have more than 2 people, we will do a draw. If it's only 2 people, I'm just gonna go ahead and send you guys on Telegram our voucher, our free 1 month CryptoTicker Premium, so you guys can just look around and see. Because we basically give out, we have other traders in our CryptoTicker group on Discord who basically give trading setups. So go ahead, place your names in the comment section if you would like to participate in this free giveaway of 1 month of CryptoTicker Premium, CryptoTicker. And hey, if it's not your thing to day trade, I'm happy you guys on the stream. I think for now, this is it. Let's wait a bit until we see some action. And that's it, guys. That's the end of our stream for today. I wish you a great day, a great Sunday, and I'll catch you guys next week. And let's see what happens with the price action of the cryptocurrency market. I think and I believe that there is a comeback, and specifically because most cryptocurrencies broke out of their downtrend, their bearish movement. And let's see if this will turn out into a fake out or into a breakout. And so far, it is a nice breakout for most coins. Specifically, see right here for Matic. It did break out, and so far we are still out of this bearish trend. Wish you all a great Sunday. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Cheers.